Hi, welcome to this video about some variations of the Sicilian Dragon. Now, the Sicilian opening starts off with white playing the king's pawn opening with e4. Black plays c5. Now, the Sicilian defense is a very popular reply against the like a king's pawn opening by white, all right? And now within the system of the Sicilian, there is a system called the Dragon. And play moves on like this. White brings out the knight to f3. Black plays d6. White plays d4. Black captures the pawn. White recaptures with the knight. Now black brings out the knight and sort of attacks this pawn on e4. Now white has to commit to its defense, so white plays c3, knight c3. All right, and now let's look at the next move. g6. Now this is the dragon move. When black plays g6, then the system that you see on your screen right now, this is called the dragon. Okay, it's a very good system, and it's one of the better replies by black. Okay, and now the Sicilian dragon can pan out in different ways. All right, white could simply play bishop to e2. Now this is called the classical system. All right, it's a good system, but we're not going to be talking about this system in this video. All right, we're going to be talking about another one. But aside from the classical system, there could also be this one, f4. Now this is called the Levenfish attack, after Grandmaster Levenfish. And if you do a little research about the Grandmaster matches, this Levenfish attack is not as sound a system as the others. Perhaps the classical system or the other one that we're going to about, and that is called the Yugoslav Attack. Now what happens is this. White brings out the dark squared bishop to e3. Now the system that you see on your screen right now, this system is called the Yugoslav Attack. And it's a very good, very sharp reply against the dragon. I mean, the Sicilian itself is a very sharp reply against white, and then the dragon is also very good. And white has to play very carefully to counter black, and the Yugoslav Attack is a very good counter. Now let's see how the game pans out, because within the Yugoslav Attack there are two more systems. We're going to see them shortly. Black fianchettoes the bishop, and while fianchettoing the bishop, black frees the way for a kingside castle. Okay? Now white plays f3. Now black castles to the king side, and now white brings up the queen to d2. Now this move has two purposes. All right, number one, it clears the way for a queenside castle, which is one of the variations that we're going to see shortly that white could play on the ninth move. All right. And aside from clearing the way for a queenside castle, the queen on d2 also supports the bishop on e3. Now supports it for what? Now, if you study some Grandmaster matches of the Yugoslav Attack, more often than not, you would see that White would try to bring the dark squared bishop to h6 to get rid of that fianchettoed bishop. Now, Black will have to capture that that White's bishop on h6, because if he moves it back to h8, then White's bishop would capture the rook on f8, so he has to capture it. Now, why does White want to get rid of the fianchettoed bishop? Because the fianchettoed bishop is always stronger than, the, what kind of word should I use? The unfianchettoed bishop. And this is what, like you'll see very frequently in matches at the Grandmaster level. And so this move, Queen d2, is very strong. Okay? Now, after that, Black would play a normal developing move with knight to c6. And now, fork in the road. White could castle to the queen side on the ninth move, like this. Or White could play bishop to c4. Now, these are two different variations of the Yugoslav attack. The castling to the queen side on the ninth move variation, and the bishop to c4 on the ninth move variation. Now, these are both very, very strong systems, and it would be very good, if you study Grandmaster matches of these two systems, and you're going to learn a lot from them. And after studying the Yugoslav, the Sicilian, and I moved on to the Dragon. I found the Dragon along with the Najdorf to be very strong, and both as white and as black, I've studied them, and I think this Yugoslav, I'm very, very comfortable with the Yugoslav, and within the Yugoslav, these two variations, I'm more comfortable personally with the castling to the queenside variation of the ninth move, because although as a player, as a chess player, you will have your own strengths and weaknesses. The thing that I didn't like about the bishop to c4 variation is that pretty soon you're going to have to move that bishop again, because it's not on a very safe square. At any minute, Black can force it to move by either a knight move like a knight to c5, a5, or Black could move one of its pawns on the queen side, attacking this bishop on c4. And more often than not, if you just study the matches at the Grandmaster level, master level, you're going to see that this bishop on c4 does move, again, pretty soon to keep itself safe. Now, enjoyed the video, and I encourage you to study more matches of these two variations, and I hope that this proves to be a good learning step in your journey on becoming a better chess player. Best of luck using the Yugoslav Attack.